Hi everyone, this video is going to be about YouTube networks and what you should know about them before joining or agreeing to this commitment. This is a follow-up video to the one I did about making money on YouTube, as well as the one about starting and growing your YouTube channel. I'll have links to both these in the description. Anyway, a YouTube multi-channel network is essentially an organization or company that works with various channels on YouTube to promote various services and assistance to them. They are not affiliated with YouTube. What they may provide depends on the network. In exchange for those services, you have to offer up a percentage of your earnings you have made through YouTube. In other words, you are paying them for a service. Most of the time I hear these horror stories about people signing 1 or 2 year contracts with a network and the network does nothing but take their money. When time comes when their contract is about to expire and will be auto-renewed, they have a difficult time getting in contact with their network to actually stop the renewal process. But there are certainly some benefits when it comes to joining a network. They claim to be able to offer you more earnings. They may allow you to have access to things you don't normally or cannot do, or even allow you to connect with other members of the network and join events and whatnot. Perhaps even have access to features and equipment that may benefit you. They can allow you to have advanced YouTube settings that most users do not have, advanced monetization settings. They may help with copyright. What I mean is gaming channels on YouTube usually need a network to manage them to get around the legal and copyright law of putting game content online and making money from it. Most gaming channels are with a network to help with that sort of thing. Another thing a network can offer is music and sound effects that you can use in your videos. Of course, YouTube offers a pretty big library as is, so why go elsewhere to find music and sound effects is beyond me when you can get them on YouTube and other sites that offer an extensive library of music allowed for commercial use. A network can also help with channel branding and thumbnails for your videos. So for instance, if you want to have custom thumbnails on your videos and a channel banner, but don't have a clue how to go about it and don't know anyone that could help, or don't want to hire someone, well, your network may be able to provide this service for you. And lastly, another positive can be better support than YouTube. This varies depending on the network, but getting in touch with YouTube is a difficult task because you would need a large amount of watch time over the past 90 days, which unfortunately is not an easy task. Furthermore, if you are with a network, YouTube always recommends contacting your network over them anyway. I personally am not networked and never will be for that matter, which I will discuss later in this video. But now I will go over some things you should know before making a commitment to join a network. There are many things to watch out for and educate yourself about before even thinking about joining a network. The most important thing is to ask yourself, is it worth it? Why do you want to join a network and how can they help you? That's number one before going anywhere else. While they claim to make you more income, how are they doing this? Are they actually doing it? Many people don't seem to see the slightest bit of increase in views or earnings when joining a network, meaning the network is doing nothing to help them in this area. Or if there is an increase, it could be completely unrelated to the network's involvement. Here is something else to consider. Don't think of it as an opportunity to get more views, money, and assistance on YouTube, but think of it as a service you pay monthly for additional support on your channel, because technically that's what it is. Here's what I mean. YouTube will automatically deduct approximately 45% of your earnings as is. So let's say, for example, your earnings for the month is $1,000 after YouTube takes its share. So technically $1,800 is what was made, but you don't really ever see that unless you dig around your analytics. You just end up getting $1,000, which is what is visible to you in analytics. So from that $1,000, you pay your network whatever percentage you have obligated. Let's say it's 30%. So there goes another $300 from your earnings. Now you are down to only $700. So they take money out of what YouTube takes. So you are paying for a service. That is why you need to ask yourself if it is worth it. You have to think of it as you paying them for a service. It's not a set amount of money, but rather a percentage. The more you make, the more you will be giving them. So they better hold up their end of the bargain, or your hard-earned money will be going to them for no reason. If they do genuinely end up earning you more money, it could level out and you'll be making the same amount you would if you didn't join the network. The next thing is to watch out for recruiters and seek out the network for yourself. Many times, if you don't seek out a network on your own, you will be contacted by a so-called network recruiter. They will often send you very generic messages trying to persuade you into joining their network and give a list of perks and things they offer, when most of the time it's over-exaggerated or complete lies. During my first year on here, I received a total of 7 invites to join various networks. 4 of the 7 were the same company. In other words, they are spammers. They're going door to door, or rather channel to channel, trying to sell people their service. And when you don't say anything, they'll come back, and back again, and back some more. I will go over some of their messages later in this video, as well as critique them, so you know what is legitimate and what isn't. You should always research. Search around, read about, including personal experience from others, what the particular network can do for you. Remember, this is a serious commitment. You are giving up your money and signing a contract that will bind you with this company for a set amount of time. Which brings me to the final point, contracts. Many networks have a contract that will keep you with them for a set amount of time. This is why research is essential, so you know what you're getting yourself into before committing to something like this. However, it would be even better if the network didn't offer a contract and allowed you to leave anytime you wish. That way, if you don't like what they are offering you, then you can leave the moment you are displeased. Make sure they hold up their end of the bargain and actually give you the things they promised. So I stated earlier that I would never sign with a network. I don't think they could possibly do anything for me that would justify the cost. I don't know how they could get my videos to rank higher or get more views, as they claim. How do they do that? They can't. I don't see how a network can get a channel more views. How do they promote the channel besides directly in their network? Many people I see that are network just don't get the exposure. Their network does nothing for them. YouTube already takes a large portion of your earnings, and now a third party jumps in and takes even more. I don't want anyone leeching off my content if they are not helping me in any way whatsoever. Also, I would feel like some of my creativity and ability to create videos would be sacrificed. I would feel scammed out of my own ability to create content. So, I mentioned earlier to watch out for recruiters that try to persuade you into signing with them. Most of the time, the things they tell you will be over-exaggerated or complete lies. They don't tell you what really matters, such as how much they would be taking from you and what they actually do. I've been asked 7 times during my first year. The most persistent one, which I shall not mention the name, they tried to get me on their network 4 times. 4 of the 7 times that I was contacted, it was by them. They are spammers and their generic messages are filled with lies. But with that aside, all the recruiters I've seen are all the same. Now let's go over a few of these messages I've received and you can see for yourself the similarities between them and deceptive tactics they use to lure you into joining. So one message was, "Hello, Artemis Fidel." Alright, see that? They just copied my channel name. That is why there is no space. You're running a great YouTube channel and we love the quality of your videos you have uploaded. Because you are focused on entertainment videos, just like we are, we'd like to invite you to apply for a partnership with our fast-growing YouTube network. Alright, it is so obvious that you have not even looked at my channel, entertainment videos, not even close to what my channel is about. While there are a very few videos that could potentially be under the entertainment category, most are educational videos. They have nothing to do with the entertainment category. I recently stumbled upon your channel and thought it was some pretty good stuff. Okay, see how they start with compliments. I would like to offer you a partnership. Network specializes in a mix of geek culture and gaming, but anyone with decent views, quality content, and the drive to grow on YouTube can qualify. Why would I want to join a network that specializes in one area when my channel has nothing to do with that area? Did you know that there are huge benefits for joining a network? Access to royalty-free music and sound effects, access to network-themed backgrounds and thumbnails, custom thumbnails, increase YouTube search relevance. Okay, let's critique this. Almost all these features are already available on and off YouTube. You can find free music and sound effects not only on YouTube, but plenty of other sites. Custom thumbnails are already available. Also, increase YouTube search relevance? How is that even possible? They cannot change YouTube's searching and sorting algorithm. So how can they possibly increase the relevance in search results of my videos? You've got great videos and we love the way you have been developing your channel. That is just the very first line. For this reason, we would like to invite you to join our fast-growing YouTube network. You will earn more money than you do with just AdSense. We offer great tools which allow you to access a number of interesting additional revenue streams, as well as very powerful tools to cross-promote your channel, driving views and your subscriber growth much faster than you would be able to achieve on your own. Again, how do they do this? How can they make a channel grow faster? I came across your YouTube channel today and absolutely loved your videos. You are such an inspiration. There is such a huge audience for your content, and our network would be lucky to have such an innovative channel as part of our team. Again, see how they compliment you and try to persuade you into being on their side and joining. As a partner, you would have access to our exclusive technology, which would optimize and increase your channel's views and also make you some money in the process. All right, how can they possibly increase your views? What do they do to grow your channel? I love your YouTube channel. A channel like yours is very important because you spread awareness and provide a safe space for people who may be struggling with difficult issues. Your videos have certainly helped me because I deal with severe anxiety disorder on a daily basis. I thank you for your dedication and effort you put into your work. Sounds nice, right? Well, it's easy for anyone to just quickly glimpse over a channel and get an idea for it, and they say it applies to them without even watching any of the content in depth. I really want to help you maximize your YouTube channel in terms of audience, revenue, and views, because a channel like yours should reach as many people as possible. See how convincing they try to be? They can be very sneaky with the first part of their message, but ultimately resort to that you are not reaching your maximum potential, so you have to join their network so your content then does. So in conclusion, it's your decision if you want to join a YouTube network. No one can or should make that decision for you or try to persuade you into joining, like network recruiters, for example. Be sure to do plenty of research and know what you are getting yourself into before committing to the agreement. And most importantly, ask yourself if it is worth it. Be careful. Let me know what your views are on all this. If you are with the network and can speak about it, how are they helping with your channel? Are they helping at all? And ultimately, is the price you are paying for their services worth it? That is the primary question. So I hope this video was informative and helpful. Thanks for watching.